I'm going to kill her. I will boil her bones and feed them to the dogs if that's what it takes.
Niklaus.
What? What could possibly be more important than the return of our mother?
Our father.
Well, then there's only one question we need to ask, isn't there? Which of our parents do we kill first? Are you watching this, Mother? Nothing says I loathe you quite like desecrating a corpse.
Whatever fatherly rubbish you're thinking, save it. Nothing you say matters to me.
You don't disobey Mother Dearest without some consequences. Yes, she brought me back to life, but she's mad as a hatter. And that man you've made your pet, my father, well, he's more of a lunatic than she is.
My firstborn. Touch me, and I will use these chains to strangle you.
Are you so eager to meet your end?
I'm only eager to stand over your burning corpse again. Only this time I intend to enjoy it more. I've been planning my father's funeral for 1,000 years. You know, my parents dedicated their lives to making me feel weak and afraid. I've killed them once already. I can do it again. My father, I'm afraid, I recently incinerated to dust. I've never needed any help when it comes to killing parents. Mother, I've arrived just in time for another of your deaths.
You're saying that our father, faced with permanent extinction, has decided to spend his remaining time tormenting us. How delightful.
Well, on the plus side, we'll soon be rid of his abhorrent soul forever. And what a good riddance that will be. You turned us all into monsters. You cursed me, denied me of my hybrid nature. You lied about my father.
It's that one above all. You killed me because I kept you from ever knowing your true father.
My hatred for you runs so deep it's difficult to pinpoint its origin.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now.
End this now, Mother, or I'll send you back to hell. You know, she was insane. My mother. No, it's true. She believed we were abominations. But she was the true monster. She changed her children, stole our innocence, made us vampires, condemned us to an eternity of bloodlust. And then acted as if we were to blame.
She sounds awful.
Or you could come outside if you want.
Or I could watch my hybrids tear you limb from limb.
He doesn't even know I'm still alive.
Believe me, Freya, that is for the best. He's a monster.
Michael is not a good person, and he definitely can't be trusted.
Do you think I could or would believe in anything that you say? If you honestly believe that I would betray my own brother? For you, you're a fool without equal.
Such hatred. It breaks my heart to see you like this. The boy I loved.
Your love was a curse. An affect you feigned. The truth is you're no better than Michael. And like him, you seem to have crawled back from the grave simply to ruin your own children.
But Nick was not born a killer. None of us were. You did this to us when you turned us into vampires. You destroyed our family. Not him.
I'm no longer the animal begging for scraps of your affection. I will die knowing my hatred of you was just.
Well, if you've come to spend your last moments with your loving daughter, prepare to be disappointed. You should have spent less time plotting my death.
I would not wish that upon you.
How touching.
Isn't it? I always wondered what maternal compassion sounded like. Of course I wouldn't know since you sold me into slavery at the age of 5.
Don't become your father.
You know, I've been called every shade of monster, but that's new. My father, Michael, was the monster monsters were afraid of.
Yes, I hated and I was afraid of our father.
When our sister sees something that she perceives to be an injustice, she can be stubborn, impetuous, and at times downright dangerous. And never was this more apparent than the night she tried to kill our father. And she would have done it all to protect you, had I not stopped her. It's our beloved mother who Niklaus has affectionately placed in a coffin in his basement. Not daggered, but quite dead.
Well, she did try to kill us all.
Not even death can stop my mother from seeking the annihilation of her own flesh and blood.
My whole life, I sought the approval I was denied by the man I thought was my father. You turned me into the weakling he hated. Look at me! You rant and you rage about the monster I have become, but you, Mother, you are the author of everything I am.
Esther gave me away. She is nothing to me. Let her rot.
I'm sorry, is this some sort of motherly critique? Please feel free to choke on it. You know, my siblings used to tell each other she didn't hate us. She hated herself for what we'd become. I think they believed that even after she tried to kill us all.
What did you believe?
I don't know. I just knew I wanted her dead.
Do not refuse me out of some ancient spite.
Not spite. Hatred. A pure and perfect hatred that's greater now than the day I first took your life.
Why? After all I've done to explain to you, why must you persist?
Because you came for my child! My daughter! You declared war when you came after my family. And for that, I will make you suffer as only I can. After all, I am my mother's son.
Don't expect she'd care if I never came home.
A mother cares for her children. A monster does not. Once you accept she is the latter, you'll stop expecting the former.
You're a hypocrite. You speak of purification, of cleansing the souls of our family, and yet you cave to temptation rather than standing with your principles. It was your morality, Mother, your conviction that awed me. That's why I stood by you. That's why I fought for you.
Am I to forego centuries of hatred for my evil mother in order to join her in besting the very demon she herself allowed to raise me?
Choose, son. I will always choose him.
What have you done?
You who sold me to that butcher Michael like I were nothing more than chattel. Ask me what I have done. I've done what every good son does, Mother. I've followed the example of my parents. You must be feeling a little twitchy right about now. It's what happens when you're in transition. So now, you can either be the thing you hate the most, or you can be dead. Your choice. Which is more than you ever gave us.
You are no longer my mother.
I am so sorry.
It's a little late for that.
Now, in the event that you should suffer horribly, I can't promise I won't enjoy it immensely.
A bit of psychological warfare before I slaughter the both of you.
Ah, yes. You expect me to walk willingly to my death?
Well, your willing participation would have been a bonus, but it's far from necessary. My survival will haunt you through eternity. You will never destroy me!